What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name?
Hey, yo, 30 years later, Illmatic was dropped. Yeah, man, what the am I doing?
Hey, yo, Prim, chill. I got the rhymes, you got the beats.
All right.
30 years later, we back in the streets, we back in the lab.
All right, then. Let's go, Nas.
It's time. It's album time. Yeah.
It's time.
It's time. Black is time.
Premiere album still gonna happen.
I check the doors, check this time. I have a feeling that necromancer's outside, and I'm just trying to stay quiet.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Denver Broncos. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are, as we are off and running on EA Sports. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Throwing is Williams. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short. Now a handoff up the middle. Burks. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That second down play nets a -4.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here's Williams. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Broncos first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. To throw, Williams. The connection with his running back, Josh Jacobs. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Williams. Got a man, that's Ayuk. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down.
The Broncos are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind is certainly beats the
touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Broncos are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They've got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
We're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he returns this to the 22.
Looking to put a drive together.
On the ground with Bigsby to strike the drive.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw.
Now he'll tuck this and run. This one taken in by Olave.
So the completion good for just 3. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
We can look at this Bronco defense.
And they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by John A. Barron.
And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10.
He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
This defense for the Jets, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
2nd down, Jacobs once more.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
To throw, it's Williams. That's caught. Left side, it's Burks.
A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
Good call there on 1st down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years of not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. To the air, Williams.
And this is caught at the 8.
And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Looking to throw is Williams. Now he's going to step up and run.
And he
just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. Williams going to look to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but maybe circle this play, because if they get the stop and hold them to a field goal here, that's a pretty good job. They're already down on the scoreboard.
A stop now would be vital for them, because it could save them from having to do it multiple times later in the game in order to either get back into it or maybe have a chance to win.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. They'll look to throw for it with Williams. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point good by Prater. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
If you look at this Bronco defense, they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
You have to like the way that they've played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
Here's a give to Bigsby. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
That's taken on the 25. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of it.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And all the way home for the Broncos score. DK Metcalf with career touchdown number 75. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Prater for the extra point. And it's now 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw here.
Finds his man. That's Eleague on the crossing route. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
He lets it go deep for Eleague.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
Second and 10. Give to Bigsby on the option.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
He'll look to throw.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 34-yard line. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Broncos' 27-yard line.
They'll look to throw here.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting to 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. They'll look to throw again. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
He'll try to do it himself.
And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Jets try it, but the fourth down play doesn't work. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves, that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down.
They'll go. Here's Williams.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
At the 18-yard line.
Throwing again here, Williams.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. That'll give him 8 that time. And it'll be second and a couple.
Brings up second and 2 at the 11-yard line.
Vegas, what is up?
Throwing is Williams.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Broncos. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Broncos are able to add on to their first half lead.
Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 28-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Pushing his way through.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive, because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Like it's been this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage, but when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Complete to Olave on the out route.
And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and throw for it here. He's got his target. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 21 yards there. A big play on fourth down.
And the Jets, first down. A gain of 21 yards.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Dragon 60. Buffalo 18.
Moore, the man in motion. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
60 by 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. 60 Bobcats.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all of these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
That complete to Downs. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back to throw again. This one taken in by Eleague. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. He'll drop to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
2nd and 9 now. They'll set up a screen for Bigsby. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Tank Bigsby as the first half is winding down. And the Jets are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Santos with the extra point. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so this will be blown dead, and they'll move it up to the 40. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. To throw, Williams. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
2nd and 16 at the 34-yard line.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. He'll try to pick it up himself. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
He'll let one go deep for Downs.
And he's got it inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Josh Downs.
56 yards.
And the Jets take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've got to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
Here's 3rd and 7. Here's Williams. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
To the air, Williams. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And the Jets are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Going up top. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. 65 yards.
And the Jets are back within a score.
Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with a missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Looking to throw is Williams. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. That is caught.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. 3rd and 4, he did just enough. I mean, just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
To throw, it's Williams.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
And he's going to be touched down right at the line of scrimmage.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. When the guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Williams going to look to throw again. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Well, let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
From the gun, here's Williams.
Wide open receiver complete. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one.
So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Williams looking to do it himself.
And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17. Into the red zone, first down.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you.
Off the play fake, it's Williams. They'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
At the 4-yard line.
What is that?
Jacobs is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3.
Only a yard that time, second and goal.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run, and that's a nice job there getting the safeties involved in run support.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
What is that? Vegas, Vegas!
Throwing is Williams.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Broncos will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Now Prater to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
And CD, you know, sometimes you don't need those complicated game plans or the added wrinkles. Last time out, you think about it, couldn't have been any simpler. 1 play, 1 pass, touchdown.
I know those coaches put a lot of work into this game plan, but I don't think they mind possessions like that at all. They just save those calls for this possession instead.
First down. A gain of 18.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
First down, Jets.
Throws the comebacker. Olave's got it. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory, right at the 40.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here we go, set. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Cougar 19,
They'll look to throw here. Now they go screen. It's complete.
He's got room at the 30.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Bigsby is in. Touchdown, Jets. So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a one-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
Santos with the extra point as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. 49 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Go to the right here and finding Burks. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Broncos first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Working out of the gun, Williams.
A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
They'll go. Here's Williams. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
Boy, that was a big gamble for them right there. They went for it on 4th down, showed a little chutzpah because they did it with the lead here in the 4th quarter. And this defense is once again unable to stop them.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it second down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 35-yard line.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
From the gun on 3rd down, Williams. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there. 30 yards. And the Broncos are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Prater for the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Broncos 42, Jets 27.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. A dangerous return man showing it here. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Will the defense pressure or sit back? Here's 4th and 5. Got to try it here, and he's back to throw. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10. They'll drop the throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. He was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
4th down and 10 yards to go.
Panther 60, Panther 60, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Panther 11, Panther 11.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
It's Devin Lloyd with a pick, and the Broncos are going to have great field position.
Richtung Salzburg.